What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug. Welcome back to SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, The Road to WrestleMania, playing as Randy Orton yesterday, defeating Kane, defeating The Undertaker at Hell in the Cell, and getting a phone call from my dad, Bullet Bob. So what does that bring today? I suppose we'll find out.
When I first arrived in the WWE, you people looked on me as just another snot-nosed punk.
I mean, you were.
I was the new guy. The cocky, third-generation superstar who had done nothing to prove himself. You people offered me no respect. So I made you take notice. I set out to eliminate the heroes you people hold dearest. The WWE legends.
Yes, yes. The Legend Killer.
Sergeant Slaughter. Shawn Michaels. Harley Race. Jake the Snake Roberts. Roddy Piper. I destroyed every one of them.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And last night, at the Royal Rumble, I completed my mission. Roll the footage.
Meanwhile, Taker's still having matches like 8 years later, so, you know, didn't quite accomplish that mission now, did you, Randy? Because he's still doing it, even for 2.5 minutes at WrestleMania. Still doing it. But I'm sure that couldn't have helped. I'm sure that couldn't have helped.
The final legend in WWE, The Undertaker, has been killed.
But he's already dead. He's a dead man.
Randy
walking.
Orton is a legend killer no more. Now, I am the legend.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. Alright there, Randy. That was an impressive speech, but where does it take us? Oh, right. Rey Mysterio. I totally forgot. Booyaka, booyaka. 619. Anyway, welcome to a fine Sunday. Sunday. Nitro burning funny cars here on the show. We have one more day. Tomorrow is the beginning of the Superstar Shakeup. Quite exciting. I'll be very curious to see where guys end up, if there are any more NXT call-ups or any more indie signings or something that would be a shocking surprise for that bit of beardness. We'll see. Got some news, I guess, or some rumors. More rumors than news, which I guess is not surprising these days. But no, Paul Ellering, who the AOP left standing on Monday night, has said that he still loves to travel. And I think a lot of people are like, well, once they call up AOP, he's not going to go with them because he doesn't like to travel. So he kind of clarified, no, I love to travel. So that being said, it makes the fact that they left him in the ring perhaps as part of a storyline that could eventually get paid off, or get paid off soon. I don't know. So will he be on the road with them this week or not? Will that be a continuing storyline? Will he bring up a different tag team or manage a different tag team and make that whole thing into a storyline? Who knows? Who knows? We shall see. So things are always up in the air, I feel like. But what I have been hearing is that apparently, no, slam him down. Well, that didn't work. I have been hearing that they're looking to hire a female color commentator to add to one of their announced teams. Now, I don't see them changing, sorry ref, I don't see them changing Raw with Corey and Cole and Coachman. Obviously Coachman, not as good as Booker T. We've seen that. But considering that Graves works 2 shows, I could see taking him off of SmackDown and having a woman on SmackDown. But that begs the question, do you have anybody who could actually do that in a high enough level of quality? Because Beth Phoenix, not that great. Lita, not that great. Nothing against them as athletes and superstars and whatever else, but as commentators, they're not particularly that great. So do they have anybody else who could fill that role to that level and that degree? Now, also, I guess you could totally replace somebody like Percy Watson on NXT. You know, that could also happen. So, I don't know. I'm certainly open to the idea if you have somebody who can perform on that level. Or at least better than Coachman, because he's been terrible. Just saying. Just saying. So, if you can get to a higher level than the coach, I think you'd be okay. But we've seen thus far from Beth on Mixed Match Challenge, no, not really. Not really feeling it. That's just me, though. Perhaps some people do. I'm just like, not really. Anyway, so you had the, I would say, dirt sheet rumor, because it's not really a thing that can be confirmed either way. But somebody saying that the original plan for Mania was to have Asuka beat Charlotte and then to have Carmella cash in and fail her cash in. And as the rumor goes, Vince changed his mind pretty last minute on that thing. And I'm like, yeah, but again, it's a dirt sheet rumor. It's a thing that you can't prove either way. So, sure, it's a thing you can totally say in hindsight, because it's hindsight, you know? It's like, alright, well, that could have happened, but it didn't. It's not like when you predict... It's not like RKO, when you have a source for a thing, and then that thing happens. That's a whole different ball game, Maggle. But when it's like, alright, it's after the fact, it didn't go that way, so being able to say that is like, yeah, well, that could be true, but we'll never know, right? Matt Hardy? What? Why did I say Matt? Big Money Matt! Yes! Oh no.
Randy, I'm having a thing. You're boasting and you're bragging. I would have done this last night, but out of respect for Undertaker, I didn't. But tonight, I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank briefcase, and I am taking home the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh my gosh!
He's going to render me obsolete. Why would you cash in, Matt Hardy, when I won the match against Rey Mysterio? I mean, I guess you're fresh and I'm not, so there is that. But also, can I take a count-out loss here? Or is that not going to work? Is it? Yeah, I could totally lose by count-out here, and then his cash-in would be obsolete. Anyway. So yeah, there is that bit of business that, oh yeah, they now want to build to Charlotte and Ronda Rousey, which is fine, but consider the fact that had you built to Ronda Rousey and Asuka at Mania, which obviously you can't now, but had you done that, and had you kept Ronda Rousey undefeated for a year until next year's Mania, it would have been undefeated versus undefeated. And that's not a thing you see very often, right? And a thing that you can totally build a big money match off of, because it's been done before. And I was just watching last night that HBO Andre the Giant movie thing, right? Which, A, really cool. You should watch it. And B, when they built up WrestleMania 3, it was Andre being undefeated for 15 years, and it was Hogan being champion for 3 years. Now, I'm sure there may have been some non-title losses in there, but that's your, streak versus streak type deal, right? That's your, how do you call a winner in that? Because you knew they were going to obviously keep going there with Hogan being huge, but you just could not see Andre ever losing because he hadn't lost it ever, right? So, again, that kind of streak business, headbutt. Had they booked Rousey undefeated for a year, and had they continued to book Asuka undefeated, there's your big money match. But apparently Vince, nope, he's like, we're not doing that. But even then, had you still had the pay-per-view streak for Charlotte when she fought Asuka, they could have made a bigger deal about that, and they didn't do that. So, again, the long-term stuff, they don't do as much long-term booking anymore than they should be doing, because it can be super effective if done properly. But they apparently, today's audience does not have the patience for any real long-term booking. Look how annoying it was when they had The Rock and Cena announced a year in advance. And, obviously, that's hard to book because Rock was not there for most of that year. But Cena was. So, there was that. Anyway, that is my rant on that bit of stuff here. But, Big Money Matt, getting them big Randy stomps. You cashed in your briefcase. But guess what, Matt? You're going to get rendered obsolete. Obsolete. Here we go. RKO. Out of nowhere. Why would you cash in when I won the match? You should have cashed in when I lost the match. or was beaten up. It was a poor cash in, Matt Hardy. You can... Oh! What? What? Nah. Nah. That's not how we're playing things today. That is not the deal today, Matt Hardy. I do not think so. Delightful. Delightful. Get back in this ring. Get back in this ring while that Orton pose. Come on, Matt. Wonderful. Yes. Really? Don't take that count out, Matt Hardy. Don't you do it. Ah, crap. Run away. Run away. One other thing that I saw in the news was that Rich Swann appeared at CZW, which I guess is only interesting because he announced his retirement pretty recently. So he didn't stay retired very long. He pulled a Terry Funk. Forever. Forever. So, alright. Best of luck to him, I suppose. Which really only kind of brings me to the fact that we have this Superstar Shakeup happening tomorrow and Tuesday. And will there be any more NXT call-ups in that? Because I feel like that was a big thing that SmackDown did not get much in the way of call-ups, right? So, will they have more of those just for SmackDown? Or will they have what they had last year and the year before, where SmackDown gets hosed in your talent acquisition and changes? Because that's annoying. One thing I do not want to see in this Superstar Shakeup is I do not want to see an entire rivalry transposed from one show to the other. Because, man, that was annoying last year when we had that long feud between The Miz and Dean Ambrose on SmackDown. They both get attracted to Raw and continue the feud even longer. And I guess they're trying to assume, oh, it's a new audience for this. I'm like, no, it's the same audience are watching Raw and SmackDown. Like, I don't think people are watching one and not the other, for the most part, of the hardcore, audience. So, it's like, oh, well, perhaps the casual fans only watch Raw and not SmackDown. And I'm like, that's okay. I mean, I guess you can make that argument, but it's still a weird argument. So, I feel like that, just don't do that again, where it's like, alright, here's the same thing that's already happening, we're going to do it on a different show now. And I'm like, no, it's the same audience, pretty much. It's pretty much the same audience. So, I don't know, here's hoping we see some interesting shiftings, some new faces, some fresh faces, fighting some fresh faces, like that we have not seen before, or haven't seen in a while, or something like that. So I guess the only thing that we're pretty sure of is we're going to end up seeing Sami and Kevin on Raw, right? Like, otherwise, what do they do with them? Because they got fired from SmackDown. I mean, I guess they could go to NXT. That could be a thing. That could be a fun storyline where they've been demoted to NXT. Like, they could certainly use that to go places, but, I don't know. Here we go. What? I had signature. Matt Hardy. This is a very long cash-in from Money in the Bank. Like, seriously? I do not anticipate it being this freaking long. So, okay. Backbreaker. He's through playing around. And now, Matt Hardy, I render you obsolete. Do not mess with the Viper. Have your cash-in be unsuccessful. Much like a Damian Sandow. Much like a Baron Corbin.
I've seen some impressive things in my time, but that was an incredible showing from Orton tonight.
He fought off not one, but two of the best competitors in the WWE.
But what toll has it taken on the champion's condition?
I'm fine.
We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Whatever. I'm fine. It's cool. Orton post.
Welcome from Buffalo, New York, and tonight's Monday Night Raw.
Last week, Orton had to not only beat the Intercontinental Champion, but also beat back an impromptu challenge by Matt Hardy.
Sure, the World Heavyweight Champion is hoping for a more laid-back evening.
Yes.
We'll see if he gets it.
Let me chill. Oh, hey. It's Legacy.
How could it be my fault? You were the one who got pinned.
Yeah.
Because you're the one who hung me out to dry. You're the one... Hey, cut that crap out. You're a team.
Some team, Randy. I can't tag out for a minute's rest without him looking up at the lights.
Maybe if you were better at something other than taking a beating, you wouldn't have to tag out so quick.
That's enough. You've both got a lot of talent, but everybody has an off night. That's no reason to break up a great team.
Yeah, you're right, Randy. But I need to know, which one of us is the better superstar?
I'd be happy to show you. tonight.
Oh!
If you think that'll solve things, then do it. Have a match tonight and squash this.
Okay, I'll do that. But Randy, will you be the ref? That way there will be no question that I beat Teddy Boy here legit.
I'm fine with Randy refereeing.
Fine, I'll do it. But after this, don't make me play kindergarten teacher again.
I mean, looking at this in hindsight, who's the better one right now? Obviously, it's Cody. Seriously. But we'll answer that question tomorrow on the show. Thanks for watching. I'm Attack, like more videos every day. I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.